Hello my people, welcome back to tutorial. Hope you people are doing well. So today in our tutorial we are going to learn how to cut and sew this beautiful lunch bag with combat pocket at the front. You can see the combat pocket, very beautiful on it. Look at it, very beautiful. So I'm going to put you through on how to cut it and also how to sew it. But before I do so, I want to appeal to you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. And also don't forget to put on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, I say thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. So without taking your time, let's go to the video. Okay, these are the materials I'm going to be using for this lunch bag. I've cut out my leather, and of course I've been using this belt for this tutorial. I will also use a zip cloth, a zip head, and also adjusters, my lining and my foam. These are the things you need when you want to make a lunch bag. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you the sizes of these leathers that I've cut out here. So I'm using this for the pocket. So I have here 7 inches by 7 inches for the pocket. So this is for the handle. I have here 1.5 inches by 10.5 inches. I have 2 pieces. Then I have this here 6 inches by 10 inches. I have 4 pieces of it. I actually cut out 4 pieces for this. So you'll be needing 4 pieces for this. 1, 2, 3, 4 for this. This the side. These 2 pieces will be for the side, 1 will be for the top, and 1 will be for the base. Then I have this 10 by 10 for the front and 11 by 10 for the back. So I'm going to keep everything aside now. Then I will start with my handle. I'll start with this. So for this, I'm going to put the 2 together, wrong side facing each other this way. I will use my belt to tape it on this side and also on this side. So I'm done taping it. This is what I have now. So now I'm going to pick my top leather, which is this. I will collect this handle. I'll put it on it this way, making sure that the space I have from here to here and also from here to here is the same. I will stitch it here. Watch me. I will stitch it this way, 1 inch inside or 1.5 this way and this way. To make sure that your stitching is strong. I will also do same on this side. So I'm done sewing it. This is my handle. If you want your handle to be upper more, you add more to the length of this handle, but I'm okay with this. So this is what I have for the top now. Okay, now I'm going to work on the back. So I'm going to get the base and put it on the back. Make sure that you put it on the 10 inches. Now the back is 10 by 11. So on the 10 inches side, that's where you put it this way. You see the way I put it? I will sew it this way. After sewing it, I will flip it over and top stitch. I will get the top and put it here also. Stitch it. After stitching it, I will flip it over and top stitch. So for the 2 sides, one of the side, I'm going to get a belt of 50 inches in length. Belt of 50 inches in length. I will put it this way. You see what I just did? I will sew it this way. When I get to like 1.5 inches before the up, I will stop. I'll sew it this way and sew it down. Remember, 50 inches in length, the belt for this side. So for the second side, I will cut a belt of 11.5 inches. I'll pass it through my adjuster this way. Then place it on my leather. this way. It will stop by 1.5 inches to the top like I did in the other one. I will place it this way. Make sure that the space you have from here to here is the same thing with what you have from here to here. Then I will sew it this way. I'll start from down this way, and also this way. When you get here, back stitch very well so that it will be firm here, very firm here. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. So after sewing it, this is what I have for the two sides. So I'm going to keep it aside. Okay, now I'm going to work on this pocket. I'm working on this pocket. So this is the leather I'm using for the front pocket. So the front pocket is 7 by 7, and if you look at it very well, I've already given it a slight curve. You can see it on the 4 edges. So I'm going to cut it out now. So this is what I have now after shaping it. What you will do after shaping it, as in giving it a curve at the 4 edges. So you measure it round. Here I have 28.5. So I want my gusset, that gusset to be 14 inches, the zipper to be 14.5. Or you can do it, the gusset that can be bigger than the zipper up, is your choice. So now I'm going to work with zipper 14.5, gusset 14 inches. I will add half inch on both sides for my sewing allowance. So I have already cut it out, and the width is 1.5. That is the wideness of my zip cloth. You can see it. It's the wideness of my zip cloth I used. So now I'm going to put it the way it is now, right side of my zip cloth facing the right side of my leather. I will sew it here. I will also bring it together here and also sew it here. So I'm done sewing it round. I also folded one side of the leather. I hope you can see it, together with the zip cloth. So now I'm going to get the midpoint of this. I'm going to indicate the midpoint both up and down. I will also do same to the zip cloth, the midpoint, because that's what I will use now to sew it. This is for this. So for this also, I will fold it equal this way to get the midpoint. I will also fold it at the down part to get the midpoint. I will also fold this to get the midpoint. I will just use the crease line as the midpoint. So now I'm going to place this here, midpoint to midpoint. See what I did? So with this now everything will be equal. So at the down part here I left like, let's say 1 inch. Up here I left 1.25 inch. 1 inch and 1.25 inch. So now I'm going to take note of these points. This will help me to know how to sew it back to attach my pocket. This will be a guide on how to attach my pocket. It's just a guide. So now that I've gotten this, I can pull this up. Now I'm going to turn this to the wrong side this way. Then I will match it midpoint to midpoint, and so. The down part also midpoint to midpoint. So now I'm going to take it to my machine and sew it round. Okay guys, I've done sewing it to my pocket leather. See it? I've also taped it round. Now we are going to turn it to the right side. So now that we have turned it to the right side, we'll pick our main leather. Remember, this crease line is our midpoint. So this is our midpoint here. We match it midpoint to midpoint this way and sew it round. Okay, I'm done sewing my combat pocket to my front leather. This is what I have now. You can see how beautiful it is. Now we are going to sew our sides to it. I'll place one of the sides on it this way. Make sure that your belt is facing up. I'll place one here. Then here, your adjuster should face up. I'll put it this way. So I will sew it by the two sides. After sewing it, I'll turn it over and top stitch. So I'm done sewing it. This is what I have now after sewing the two sides to the front leather. This is what I have. So now I'm going to sew it to my lining. I have to line it. So this is my lining now. Watch me very well. This is my lining. So I will place my zip cloth on my lining. The wrong side of my zip cloth will face my lining. Then I will bring my leather. Remember, this is the up where I'm going to fix my zip cloth. I'll put it here. Push these belts inside very well. Then put it here this way. Arrange it very well and sew it down. After sewing it down, I will flip it over and top stitch on it. Okay, now I'm done top stitching it. You can see it. This is what I have now. So now I'm going to insert my foam inside, then I'll stitch it round. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick my foam now. This is for the center. I'll put it at the middle here. I'll put this here. Then I'll put the last one here. That's how I'm going to put it and sew. So I'm going to start sewing it. I will sew it round. Then when I'm done sewing it round, I will show you the next thing I'm going to do on this. Okay, you can see I'm done sewing it round. You see how the inside is now. So now we are going to divide it. So what we will do now is, on this top stitch line, we'll sew on it here and also sew on this one. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay guys, this is what we have now after sewing our lining. This is what we have. So now we are going to sew the two together. So this is the back, the back, the base and the top. So we are going to fold it into two this way. Watch the way I folded it. This way. I've already gotten my midpoint. You fold it this way. You notch it down here. And also you notch it at the up here. Then while this one, which is the front, the sides, the two sides, you fold this way. You see the difference? So you fold it this way to get your midpoint down and on the zip cloth. You can see I've already done mine. So now we are going to join it together. So what you will do is that the top of this one that has handle, has to be on your zip cloth. To put it right side facing each other, it has to be on your zip cloth. You match the two notch points together. Then you bring the base, it will be on this down part. You match the two notch points. It will be on this down part. You match the two notch points together. So now you are going to arrange it. You sew when you get to this point. This you will sew from the mid. When you get to this point that you join this side, you move it. Watch what I'm doing. You sew it. When you get to this side, you move it this way. You see it? When you get to this side, you move it this way. When you sew to this top, you keep it this way. This is how I'm going to arrange it and sew it round. Make sure that your two notch points are together. So I'm done sewing it together. This is what I have now. So I'm going to use my taping belt to tape it round now. Okay guys, I'm done taping it with my belt, and this is what I have now at the end. So I'm going to turn it to the right side. So you open your zip. Okay guys, this is the outcome of our lunch bag. This is the main pocket and this is the combat pocket. You see it? You can give it a try. It's very easy to make. If you have watched it this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. Like my videos, share my videos, and drop your comment in the comment section if there's any. Thank you and see you in the next tutorial.